Game started.
Here's a game. So let's start off with knight f3. Haven't played that for a while. See if we get a Reti. Against knight c6. Well, I can sort of defer my decision for a little bit. Oh, Goliath. I'm playing Goliath again. A frequent opponent. So now he goes with e4. So I guess I will go with a English setup here. I mean, he went with e5 and d5. So let's go ahead. By English setup, I mean I'm going to continue with c4 at some point. I could play it now, but I think in this case I could play the fianchetto first. So this would be more like a Reti, wouldn't it? With the double fianchetto and pawn here, I could even take back. Let's see, am I threatening to grab the e-pawn right away? Ooh, he's playing aggressively. No, he's defended it with two pieces. Okay, so let's throw in this move here. Try and get him to commit on the pawn structure. You don't want to leave all those pawns in the center there. You want to try and undermine them. So taking away the d pawn would help, or if he pushes it forward, then that's one less pawn around to support the push of the e pawn. Okay, and he's going for a fianchetto. So let's castle now, and let's figure out what to do about the center here. Looks like he's going to castle kingside. Logical choice. Get the rook behind the f pawn. He's going to probably try and play the f4 break at some point. Wonder if there's a way to get more pressure on that e pawn. It's defended twice and attacked twice. The other knight. Yeah, if I had kept that c4 square free for the other knight, I might have been able to get to it, but not so easily here. Of course, I could play for d5, d4. My orientation must be reversed this morning. Okay, well, let's just develop. Knight to c3. So it's interesting he did this fianchetto on the queen side and then brought his bishop out. See, what order did he play that in? Black played b6 here. Yeah, the bishop was already outside the pawn chain. I'm not sure what that was about. So, I mean, I do have a discovery against this guy, but where can the knight go? Maybe knight here. Wonder if that's been sitting there for a while. Ah, he just drops his bishop back to defend the knight. That's his idea. Okay. That's fair, I guess. But now I can play this move, can't I? Yeah, I'm trying to keep the line to the bishop, from the bishop to the knight clear. I'm not sure if this will work out. You might play something like oh, he went ahead and took. You might play something like g5. That would be pretty annoying, leaving this knight with few squares. I guess I would have to play f4 and knight f2, something like that. So I was thinking that oh yeah, he got rid of the knight. I was going to bring the knight here and get a double attack on this guy and take advantage of the pin. Now it's not so easy. Do I want to play f5? If he takes, I'll take with the knight. If he pushes, my knight can go to the f2 square. I can try and make that, yeah, that it actually loses the e-pawn if he pushes. And if he does that kind of stuff, I will just take here, I think. He does have a check. Okay. But he just is going to take back with the queen, I guess. So what now? Well, now I get knight to f5 in if I want it. Knight to f4 with the threat of coming to g6. That looks like a interesting threat. So he protects g6. If I play yeah, let's put the king on this light square diagonal. Oh, he unpinned the knight. I was just about to try and play d4 to, you know, force a trade, maybe get that knight to move and pick up the rook in the corner, but he just moved the rook out of the corner, trying to exploit the pin. So let's drop the bishop back. How about if I play e5 here, e4. Takes, I can take with the bishop. Gives this knight another square to go to besides h3. h3 and e2 are possible squares if it gets kicked. He ignores that and jumps in there. That's interesting. So he's looking at these light squares here and here, probably also thinking of trying to trap my bishop. So let's do something about that. And yeah, it's an interesting position. Yeah, he could take with yeah, about 4 different pieces there. He took with the bishop to kind of pressurize my d-pawn. I was wondering about just rook to e1, try and eliminate some of this pressure on the e-file. Queen takes, I take, rook takes. I'm left with a rook on the e-file. He has a rook on the f-file. I have a bishop and a knight. He has this bishop and this knight. And this pawn is still defended by my knight, but then he can play g. He can play g5 to kick my knight and maybe win that pawn. So I'm going to lift up my queen first. And then maybe bring the rook to the e-file. And he kicks my bishop back. So let's do this first. Yeah, he drops the queen back. So now, I guess I have to go back to f3 here. He can take that with the knight. He can trade rooks and then take it with the knight. Now I would have to take with the king. And he kicks the knight. Okay, so let's take rooks first so that my rook doesn't get distracted at a critical moment. Now, he's got a rook coming here potentially. Let's see, my knight could go to h5 or h3. Is it interesting to go to h5? I guess this forking square is covered and it's kind of out of play over there. If I go to h3, he can snap it off, but this bishop is still protected. But then it still doesn't have many squares to go to. So I guess e2. So e2, knight takes, bishop takes. Defends this pawn here. So yeah, he's just trying to get pressure on my backwards d-pawn. Looks like a good strategy for black here. But if he takes the bishop, I'll take with the rook, defending the e-pawn. If he takes the knight, I'll take with the bishop, defending the e-pawn. Yeah, so he goes this way. And now I've got an attack on his bishop. And this pawn is defended. Ah, he has that skewer. That's very nice. So he's taking advantage of multiple pins here. I want to just take the bishop, but this is pinned. And of course I can't remove the rook because it's pinned. Let's see, if I play queen to e3, I can take here with check. And so I don't have time to grab the rook here, so it's not a real pin. I can take back. So I'm just going to be down the exchange here, it looks like. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't even get a I don't even get a pawn for the exchange. Is there a clever check or something I can throw in here? Well, let's think about who should take back then. Should probably do it like this. Well, if I want to force something to happen, I should defend the queen. Yeah, I guess this is the best way to do it. Not good. I don't see any alternative. And yep, he snagged the exchange there. So let's see if he can finish this up in style. Okay, he's just eliminating the check here. I was thinking of pushing the d pawn forward. Well, let's try and bring the knight into the game. Try and get it a little more active. He can double here, can't he? Say knight to knight e4 to f6 is what I'm thinking might be interesting. Yeah, he's just going to go there. So I was a little more worried that he might double on the d file. Okay, but he's going that way. Well, that covers the f6 square. So now there's a threat of knight takes g. Knight takes g5 check. Because his queen is not defended. But I expect him to spot that idea. Yeah, he goes there with his queen. Is there a way to get to these weak pawns over here? See, if I push my pawn forward, I'll leave this knight hanging. So I don't know what to do about that. What to do? He's going to try and secure a square over there. So I drop my knight back to attack that. He just defends it. Yeah, I'm really not sure what to do here. Okay, so he went and straightened out his weak pawn. Well, just bring my queen in a little closer. Maybe I can get a knight to d6 for what it's worth. Maybe he can force an exchange with queen f5. Probably, yeah. Yeah, queen f5 would force an exchange because the threat of mate here is too severe. And he doesn't do that. Well, let's play this way. What have I got to lose? It took away the f5 square for his queen, but he could still play queen f6. I think that's a threat that has to be respected. Let's see, so is there any clever tactic? I need to get my knight to the f8 square and fork those two guys. But I don't see any way to do it. And let's see, he's attacking the pawn here. He is attacking the pawn there, isn't he? As well as the knight. Okay, well, I'll probably just resign here, I think. Can't really do a whole lot. I guess I have the check if he takes the pawn. Yeah, so he just backs up. Okay, well, let's keep playing then. I guess I should speed up. Goes there again. Let's see. So, knight here, knight there.
White forfeits on time.
Okay, just ran out of time. Well, it's an interesting game. I will upload this and do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.